What's up, guys? Hope you guys can see me. We gotta chat for a second. Ew, 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 ew! Well, that's interesting. He sounds like he's getting closer. Do a chicken breast to try to hold it on there. And then a piece of cheese. That was dumb. Just out here learning lessons tonight. Alright, I've been out here almost 2 hours and no catfish. I got him. Look at that little guy. You're the cutest thing I've ever seen. You're very yellow. I just lost a bigger one. He ripped friggin' drag and took off. We got another one, fellas. This is so fun. So last night I decided I wanted to try to catch a catfish at the campground pond, and I caught 2, but did not know what I was doing, so I had to put a rig together with the crap that I had already. So last night I used a bullet weight, and then I tied a swivel on here, and then I had for the hook I used a weedless, like a wacky rigged hook, and I took the metal off of the hook and just used that. But I was so nervous the catfish was going to swallow the hook, so that's why I was like hesitant to even go down there and try. But luckily I didn't gut hook either one of them because I held the rod and I set the hook as soon as I felt them. Today I went up to the store. I bought some egg sinkers so I don't lose my bullet weight, and I got some circle hooks. I have a million circle hooks at home. Hopefully I'll hook them right on the lip. I hooked them a little far in their mouth, farther than I like. I mean, I got it out, but I don't like taking any chances like that. Like depending where you live, these are required when you're fishing for rockfish or stripers, whatever you call them. So I'm a little familiar with these. If you don't know what circle hooks are, basically, you know what a normal hook looks like? These hooks curve in on the end. So when a catfish or a striper or whatever, they take the hook in, they swallow it, it won't hook inside of them because of the curved hook. So then when they go to swim off, essentially they're gonna like set the hook on themselves, and it'll grab them right on the edge of the lip as it's coming out of their mouth. Does that make sense? So it's the safest thing for catch and release. I don't know how long it's been required in Maryland for rockfish. I think that was kind of new the past couple years. I don't remember ever losing any fish because of the circle hooks. Like once a fish takes the bait in, they keep their mouth shut because they just ate. So this should catch almost all of them. But you'll have people out there that say they don't use these because they're scared they're going to lose a fish. But I'd rather lose a fish than kill a fish that you're releasing anyways. So needed these. I didn't have any bait last night either. I used old chicken breast that was in the fridge, and I used old lunch meat that was in the fridge with a piece of cheese. A piece of chicken, a piece of lunch meat, and a piece of cheese, and I caught 2 catfish in under an hour. Today I got some worms, and if that doesn't work, worms should work better than chicken breast and lunch meat. But if it doesn't, then I'll put the lunch meat right back on there because that lunch meat was like going old and it like stunk, so it worked perfect. Yeah, I've never targeted catfish before, so I had a ball last night. I was down there by myself drinking and caught 2 catfish. That was the first time I'd ever targeted catfish. I've caught catfish on lures, which is so weird. They will hit some bass lures, but never on purpose. And you guys know, you've never seen me fish with any kind of like bait. I don't use bait. Like I use artificial lures. Like it was totally new for me. It was fun. Like I'm just sitting there waiting for a bite. Like I haven't done that in so long. So it was a big fun change of pace because I've been bass fishing all week at night down there. Caught tons of bass on the buzz bait, so I'm like, how many more bass can I catch on a buzz bait at night? Let's try to catfish, you know? Luckily with catfishing, once I start feeling them, I'll just hurry up and turn my camera on. I don't really need it running constantly, so hopefully, let's go get another one. They're little, what are they called? Not channel cats. I forgot the name of them. I can't think of it. I don't even know the names of catfish. But it's the ones that stay like smaller that are in ponds. I can't think of the name. All right, let's get down there. Bullhead catfish. Is that what they're called? Bullheads. Here's my worms. Hopefully they're still alive because I bought them earlier, and when I went down to the river earlier, I put them in the shade outside of my truck because I didn't want them baking inside the truck. So hopefully they're still alive. If they're not, I think they should still work. But I don't know. If they don't work, I'll come back and get my lunch meat. We're here. So last night I sat right on that pier and caught both of them right over here. So I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Y'all are gonna make fun of me for this, but I friggin' hate touching worms. Hate it. There are no bugs that I'm scared of. I will pick a spider up and put it on a hook. Worms, they feel so disgusting. The texture, it's the texture of them. Like, they're very cool creatures, but they're gross. I hate touching them, always have. And it's crazy because I'm such an outdoors woman, but the worms get me. They really do. They're alive. They are alive. Ugh. So how am I supposed to put this on the hook? Thread it around? I'm sure there's a better way, a good way to put them on the hook, and I don't know that way. Ew, 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 ew! I should have stuck with my lunch meat. I'm telling you, I'm such a baby with worms. I promise you guys, I'm not being dramatic. I do not like these. This is gonna take me a couple minutes because this is so gross. All right, I'm gonna put 2 on there because there's like 30 in here. I'm only here tonight. I gotta go home tomorrow, so. Oh, catfish are gonna find these because not only do they smell, they move. They're still moving all around. I'm struggling right now. Why didn't I just stay with the lunch meat when the lunch meat worked fine last night? Why do I have these worms right now? They're literally squirming. I don't remember them squirming this much. I'm done. This is gonna have to be good enough. They're on there. They're not getting off. Let's go. I feel like such a sissy with these worms. I just cannot stand the feeling of them. You know, everybody's just got their thing. They got their thing that they don't like. Worms are my thing. They just, the way they squirm and the way their body like expands and goes back to in, like, it freaks me out. All right, this should not take long. If they ate that stuff last night, they should eat these pretty fast. So hopefully within like 10 minutes, but I'm gonna go right here where I was last night. And now we wait. All right, I got the drag set pretty tight because like I said, they kind of set the hook on themselves. Like you can pull back on it once you feel them, but really just let them go and have the drag set kind of tight and it should hook them right on the end of the lip. So I'm already getting bit. I forgot that I'm using worms, so bluegills and stuff's probably gonna be nipping at it. I could probably catch a bass with this, but we'll see. I got an orange crush. So I told you guys I got nibbled on. Something took one of my worms right off. It's probably bluegill. So I'm gonna attempt to put another one on here because this just doesn't look juicy, you know? Don't mind my nail being missing. I went fishing all day and lost a nail. But yeah, this isn't juicy enough, so I'm gonna try to put another one on here. Gross. All right, now that looks juicier, right? Let's try again. There is some type of critter over there, and I don't know what it is. It sounded like a cat, but now I don't see him. I just seen his silhouette. Being out of dark is friggin' scary. Like, he was just there. Hear him? Hear him? That was a cat. Oh my God, is he coming up to me? Where is he? That's a cat. Why is there a cat down here? I hope it's a freaking cat. So I was reeling my worm in to make sure it's still on there. And this largie wants to come hit it top water. And look, circle hook worked just fine, didn't it? Well, that's interesting. Ate my worm while I was reeling it in on the surface. He scared the crap out of me. See ya, Mr. Bass. Now I gotta put more worms on here. Here we go again. All right, I think I learned something this trip, and it is to stick to some type of artificial catfish bait, carp bait, or lunch meat or something, because I don't get down with this. I really don't. I just heard an owl. I just heard the cat again. I'm hearing all kind of crap. It's scary as hell down here. Not just down here, but anywhere in the dark. Look at that. Juicy. Do you guys hear that cat? There he is. How creepy is that? All right, I might have to go get my lunch meat because they are wrecking these worms down there. Probably bluegill or something, picking it off. I'm gonna use all the worms that I have, but they're destroying it. I can feel them the whole time. But they didn't bother the lunch meat. I felt a couple nibbles on it, but they didn't pick it off like they're picking these worms off. So thought I had a better idea with the worms, but it's not working out as well. So I'm gonna keep trying this for, what time is it? It's 11 p.m. I might use these worms till midnight, and if I don't catch a catfish in an hour, then I gotta do something else. So I don't know. Like, this is so gross. Last night with the lunch meat was just so much more pleasant. I got her on there pretty good, and they're just picking it off. I might not make it till midnight because they're destroying this shit. If I don't catch a fish by 11:30, I'm gonna reel this in. I'm sure the worms are gonna be gone. I'm gonna go get my lunch meat, and I'm gonna do what I did last night. I don't know why I changed it. I thought I was doing something, getting worms instead of lunch meat. But when something works, don't change it. Why did I change what worked last night? I still have lunch meat left up in the camper. I don't know why I changed it. I've been down here for an hour already. I'm regretting changing it up, but too late now. So sounds like he's getting closer. There he is. Why is he crying like that? It's 11:20. It's 11:21. I got 9 more minutes. I can feel them taking the worms off of my hook right now. They are tearing this shit up. It feels like little bluegill pecks. It is nothing that can swallow this hook. It's not a bass. It's not a catfish. It's bluegill. 9 more minutes. I'm gonna reel this in. Okay, it's 11:30. I'm leaving all my stuff here. I will be right back. I'm going to get my lunch meat and chicken breast because this is not the moves. I've been down here over an hour already, and it's just not productive. It's not that I'm getting upset that I'm not catching a fish, but it's not productive when something just keeps stealing your bait, you know? So let's try something else. Let's try what worked last night. It's what I should have did anyways. All right, here we go. Chicken. Old lunch meat. Oh yeah, and then I sprayed it with my bass crawfish scent. A little piece of chicken. The hook's not that big, so a little piece of chicken. Stinky lunch meat. A piece of cheese. And I'm not gonna lie, I think it's the lunch meat that was catching them last night, because this shit's bad and it stinks. So I got a worm on here. I'm just gonna leave him on there. So I did the chicken breast first. Actually, I'm gonna do the ham. I'm gonna do the ham first, because that's the hardest to keep on the hook. I'll do the ham first. Then I'm gonna do chicken breast to try to hold it on there. And then a piece of cheese. I should have sprayed that stuff over there because this shit stinks. It's a crawfish scent. It smells horrible, like rotten seafood. So now I have to sit here and smell it. That was dumb. Just out here learning lessons tonight. What I've learned so far is I'm never fishing with night crawlers again. And don't spray crawfish scent right next to me. Alright, I've been sitting here for 10 minutes. I just pulled my hook in. There's nothing left but this little piece of worm. Lunch meat's gone. Chicken's gone. Yeah, this isn't working as well as it did last night. But I'm going to keep trying. It's 12 o'clock now. I'll probably stay out here at least till 1. I don't know. Alright, I've been out here almost 2 hours and no catfish. I caught 2 in under an hour last night. I guess I got lucky, but the pier was hurting my butt, so I'm chilling in the golf cart with my rod right here. I loosened the drag all the way up, so I'll be able to hear them start pulling. So I'm just gonna hang out for a little bit longer, and you know, I don't know. I'm just sitting on TikTok and stuff. All right, I just freshened the lunch meat up and I just got hit. I should have let him run with it more, but he didn't get hooked. It's the lunch meat. The lunch meat's working. It's not working with just chicken breast. The lunch meat is old and it stinks, and I just had one, but he got off. They're wiping my hook clean. I didn't have this problem last night. I have no idea. I mean, I'm just going to keep baiting it up, but they're ripping everything off. So it doesn't get any juicier than that. That's exactly what I was using last night. I got him. I got him. He grabbed it as soon as it hit the water. He's been sitting here stealing it the whole entire time. I got him. So I wasn't setting the hook right earlier. I got him. Look at that little guy. He's smaller than last night. There we go. Look at his belly all filled up because he's been taking my bait all night long. For about the past half hour, I've been casting right here and he's been taking it as soon as I cast it. All right, let me, I'm not sure how you're supposed to handle these guys, so I got my fish grip things. Hold on. Sir, I've been trying to catch you for a half hour. You take my lunch meat as soon as it hits the water. So, yeah, when we used to use circle hooks, we just left them hanging off the side of the boat. I was holding the rod, so twice I set the hook when the drag wasn't set tight and pulled drag, and he got off both times. Hold on, sir. I'm gonna let you go. I did learn last night that they have very strong mouths. Like, they bite. That's how circle hook's supposed to work. Right on the edge of their lip. I got him as he was pulling off. And that's why I use circle hooks. Well, I've never used circle hooks before for catfish. That's why I wanted to use circle hooks. Finally, he likes this lunch meat, I'll tell you that. He took it off my hook at least 4 or 5 times before I set the hook right. I knew I could get another one. How adorable is he? All right, let me let him go. You're the cutest thing I've ever seen. You're very yellow. You're very soft and squishy. You're very well fed. You're just out here living. Right? Let you go right here. Okay? Oh, gone. Man, that was fun. I did miss him probably 3 times. I didn't have the drag set right, so when I went to set the hook, I'm holding the rod, so I am setting the hook a little bit. When I would go set the hook, I didn't have the drag set right, and it just was too loose, and it just wasn't hooking him. He's just letting it go. So finally got him. I'm gonna keep going. I got some lunch meat left, so there should be some more in here. I've caught all of them out of this one little spot, so it's like I've caught all my big bass out of this corner too. I don't know. Panfish must hang out here, so this is where they all hang out. So bass hang out here, eating the panfish, catfish hanging out. This little corner is a hot spot, so let me use the rest of my lunch meat, see if we can get another one. All right, so what I've learned that I like to do is I like to put 1 piece of chicken breast and then a stack of lunch meat and then another piece of chicken breast, because the lunch meat, it's a little harder to work with, so the chicken breast is like kind of holding it in place. And also the chicken breast is getting warm from sitting out, so it's getting a little harder to work with. It's getting like warm and mushy. It's not staying on the hook that good, but this is what caught him last night and tonight. I just lost a bigger one. He ripped friggin' drag and took off. And by the time I tightened the drag, he was off. So I think I'm gonna just tighten the drag up since I'm holding the rod and just let them hook themselves as they swim away, because I'm missing them trying to do it this way. He will be back because he took everything off of that hook and was gone. All right, that one plopped pretty hard in the water. Hopefully the lunch meat didn't fall off, but possibility. Fishing from sitting in a golf cart is on a whole nother level. It is 1 a.m. I could do this all night long. So these fish are friggin' active. So they're hitting it almost as soon as it hits the water. I don't think it's catfish every time. When I don't get a bite in like 2 minutes, I know that my bait's gone because they're biting at it constantly. So at least they're so active that I know that there's no more bait left because I'm not getting a bite for a couple minutes straight. So I'm just going to use the rest of my lunch meat. 1 piece of chicken breast. Trying to hook it like vertically to get as much on the hook as possible because they're just stealing it all. Hunk of lunch meat, like so. And then 1 more little piece of chicken. In my head, it's holding the lunch meat on. It might not be doing anything, but they like it, so just like that. Literally casting it like maybe 5 foot out. Take some practice to get it to land in the water gently so it doesn't all flop off, but I got another one. They are so active right now. Look at them. Circle hook, did it again. Top of the mouth, corner of the mouth. How freaking cool is this? They're so fun. I may have a new hobby. Catfishing. Look at them. What a cool fish. They're so yellow and like orangey. They're so freaking cute. I think I'm gonna try to catch 1 more and then I'll go. Trying to not hit his little whisker. These are some strong fellas. They're very strong. I didn't realize how strong the little ones would be. Maybe I'm better off using my hands. Oh, there we go. There we go. Say bye to the catfish. Look at his little face. I love them so much. How adorable he is. I love him. Take him down to the beach where the other one went. Look at his little face. All right, I'm gonna try to catch 1 more before my phone dies. And then that's a night. We got another one, fellas. This is so fun. We got another one, guys. It's almost 2 a.m. and they're turning on now. They fight so hard and they're so little. Like, look at this fish fighting me. I don't know if you guys can see it. There he is. There he is. I think he's bigger. Oh, he's bigger. Oh, that's a bigger one. He's bigger than the other ones. Let me get back over here. Look. A little bigger. Look at this fella. Oh, he's bigger for sure. He's so much heavier. He's so much bigger. Woo! Look at him. Way bigger than the other ones. Look at these fish. Look, circle hook again. No swallowing of the hook. Man, this is fun. Hook came right out. Look at that. I love this. I could tell he was bigger as soon as he took off. Man, they fight hard. It's fun. And they are healthy little boogers. Look at them. Let's let this little fella go. Big fella. Biggest one of the night. Oh, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Let go of my things. Let go of my things. Gone. This is so fun. So I don't think they get much bigger than that last one, if I'm not mistaken. I could be totally wrong, but I think that's probably the average size. The first couple were small. That one was like a pretty decent sized one. But I'm almost out of lunch meat. My phone's almost dead. It is 1:47 a.m. I've been out here since 10:30. So maybe one more before I go back and watch a movie. Alright guys, it's 2:10 a.m. I gotta call it. If I don't call it, I'll be out here till the sun comes up. So that was tons of fun. Last one was the biggest one. Learned a lot. Definitely learned how to use the circle hooks a little better. I never really used them by myself before, so that took some figuring out. But figured that out, and once I figured that out, I started hooking into them. So definitely learned a lot. Hopefully I can do this again for some carp around my way. Not too many catfish around me, but big carp. So I'm assuming you kind of fish for them the same way. I don't know. Oh yeah, by the way, today is September 1st, which means it is officially fall. And I'm freezing right now. On that golf cart ride home, I'm shivering. It is cold. So, fall time's here. Let's freaking go. I just looked up the weather. It's only 60 degrees, but it feels cold when it's been hot as crap all summer. And I barely have any clothes on, so I'm freezing right now. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace.
Take your ass out of here.
Pat's just sitting here watching TV at 2 a.m.
Can't fall asleep.
Both of us always up late. Kane.
I tried.